Christy here to talk about some of our best-selling books. These books are fun, engaging, and unique. First up, we have our Busy Books. This is the train book, and each Busy book comes with a little vehicle. You open the book to reveal these tracks inside the pages. So you just pull the train back, and then you set it down and let it go. This is definitely a book that my son gets lots of use out of, and he asks to play with it and read it over and over again. We have lots of these books. We have wind-up ones too that are also very similar. Then we have A Mouse About the House. So this book comes with a little mouse, and he comes out, follows this path, and slips through the slots in the book and appears on the other page. It's a cute story. My son, it's one of those books, again, we get lots of use out of this book. He has to read it over and over again. And we also have A Squirrel's Tale, which is really similar. Then we have Nibbles the Book Monster. So Nibbles eats books. He escapes his own story, and he eats his way into other stories like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and he causes lots of mayhem in other stories. It's kind of like a story within a story. It's really silly, and kids love it. And there's also this little plush you can get separately to go with the book. Then we have our Starting to Read pack. This is one of our hottest selling items. So it comes with 8 books. There are 4 levels, so 2 books in each level. It starts out pretty simple, so the parent will read most of the text, and there will be a simple text for the student or the child to read. And then each book gets a little bit more advanced. There's also this activity book that goes with it, and it goes through each letter of the alphabet and has little activities like how does the letter sound, writing the letter, and as your child masters each letter, they get the sticker chart and they put the sticker on the letter once they've mastered it. And there's also lots of tips for parents in here, like what do you do if your child gets stuck on a word? So great resource. Along those same lines, we have the complete book of Farmyard Tales. So this is a dual reader. So again, 2 levels of text on every page. There are 20 stories in this book, so you never get bored. The characters are really endearing. My son talks about Poppy and Sam all the time, and it even comes with the CD so you can listen to the stories. This is one of our Muddle and Match books, and we have lots of Muddle and Match books. This is Jungle Animals. So again, great book for introducing new words to your child. Marvin the Mighty Monkey moves towards the mark on the map to meet the mysterious magical meerkat. So you can read it as it is, or you can mix it up and make it extra silly. We get lots of use out of our Muddle and Match books. This is 1, 2, 3 Counting, and this is great for the youngest of readers. It props up for tummy time, lots of high contrast black and white images so that baby can really focus. This is our fingerprint activities book, so you use your finger to make all sorts of scenes. It's great for a rainy day, and there's so many pages. It's not something that your child will just sit down and finish in one sitting. So you use the colors here, you make all these different designs with your fingerprint. This is one of our spotting books. This is my very first book of things to spot out and about, so it's probably our most basic level. A great book for starting conversations with your kid. Who has a green bicycle? Count the birds. 1, 2, 3. Lots of questions. You can make up your own questions too to adjust the difficulty. Which caterpillar is longest? Then for a little bit more advanced, we have our zoo picture puzzle book. So same concept, but these pictures are much more advanced. The questions are going to be a little bit more challenging. Again, a great book if you're trying to kind of cut back on screen time. It really keeps kids busy. This is the big book of colors, and it's really a beautiful book. It's one of the first books I ever had. It has this color wheel, and it's not just basic colors, but it's all the shades of blue. And I love that it even says things like, what does it feel like to feel blue, or what does it mean to feel blue? And then on the last page, it even has this really cool transparent page that goes into mixing colors. So a definite book that you can grow with and get use out of for a lot of years. This is I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. It's a great book for reading out loud. It's got a fun rhythm to it. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean. I just sniff and snuff about. And then it says a lot of repetitive language. And the illustrations were actually made using dirt. So that's kind of a fun thing. And we also have I'm a Hungry Dinosaur, and those illustrations are made with cocoa powder and sprinkles. This is Animal-y, a really sweet book, great to read before bedtime or any time of the day. I love you hugely like a whale. I love you shyly like a quail. I love you cleverly like a fox. Really sweet book. And then, of course, our #1 bestseller, All Better. So this book has reusable bandages, and all the animals in the book get boo-boos. So we have to go through each animal, and we clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it. All Better. These bandages are super sturdy. If they lose their stick, you just rinse them off and they get their stick right back. So you can practice lots of things with this book. We practice matching the colors in when we're all done. All right, I hope you enjoyed checking out some of our best-selling books. Thank you.